Guys, today is the new moon in Sagittarius, and you know what that means. It's a fabulous time to plant new seeds. In real life, farmers did actually used to plant seeds on the new moon. It's like really great for planting seeds, like actual seeds. On a spiritual level, this is a great day to set new intentions, to just think about how you want your life to be different. So this is very perfect for our boundaries series. I'm just going to invite you to write down 3 different things that you want to be different in your life a month from now. It doesn't matter what they are. And guess what? I'm not going to make you make goals and like do stuff about it. What I love doing on the new moon is just saying, these are the new seeds I'm planting. You just write it down and that's your planting. Then you can just forget about it. And if you keep your piece of paper later on, you'll go check it out in a couple months and you'll say, oh, everything I planted came to pass. It is really amazing. And that has happened to me a bunch of times. This is just a powerful, powerful time to choose new patterns. So I hope you spend some time today thinking about some new patterns. If you are a Sagittarius, first off, happy birthday. I know we're around your birthday, so happy birthday to you. What this means is this exact day is a really good reset for your entire system. If you're a Sagittarius sun, Sagittarius moon, Sagittarius rising, get a full body reset. It is amazing. I always like to mention that I am a Christian and I read the stars, kind of like the wise men who read the stars to find out when Jesus was coming, which I think is a really good activity for Christians these days so that we can kind of keep an eye on when Jesus is coming. But now it's time to talk about boundaries. We've been talking about martyrdom. We've been talking about control. Boundaries are really all about wisdom and becoming a wise person and knowing how to tune in with our bodies and with God every day to make decisions that honor both our agency and the agency of other people around us in wisdom. Because again, are we going to honor the agency? This is real life. Let's see, about 1 hour ago, my 2-year-old told me that she wanted chocolate chips for dinner. Am I going to honor that agency? No, that would be a super no. We're going to have Brussels sprouts for dinner along with some other things, of course, but guess what? Dinner tonight, chocolate chip free. Okay. Am I dishonoring her agency? I don't think so. I'm the mom. We have to look at this in wisdom and order, and we tune in with our creator and say, I need to honor other people's agency. How does that apply to a 2-year-old who only wants to eat chocolate chips? And then we listen to our creator's wisdom. In my case, it was like, no, babies should not only eat chocolate chips. It's like, oh, thank you, God. Also, I did figure that out on my own as well. And sometimes that's how it is. As we become more wise, we make these decisions, and then we feel like God just echoes what we already thought. Or when God says it, we're like, okay, yeah, I'm in. That makes sense to me. Today, oh man, I'm going to tell you, I'm just going to read you the prompts from the book. So we're working through my 30 Days of Belief Work Boundaries book. The link is down there. It's the red book. It's really good in my own opinion, and it changes everybody's lives. So you should definitely read it and then leave a review on Amazon if you feel like it. Okay. These are the beliefs we're removing today. I'm just going to read them. Okay. When other people say no, they don't really mean it. It's okay to pressure people into giving me what I want. It's okay to ignore other people's verbal and nonverbal signals. I am more important than other people. It is good and righteous to have poor boundaries. Okay, those are all the ones that we're supposed to remove today. Can you see why we would want to remove these? Where have you felt like it was appropriate to pressure other people into giving you what you wanted? As I'm talking about this, I feel like it is just so important to talk about the role of parenting in all of this, because where do we get the idea that it's okay to pressure other people into doing what we want? Probably because as children, we're constantly pressured into giving other people what they want, right? Like, that's how it kind of works. I mean, like, I don't know. I'll probably try to pressure my kid to eat her Brussels sprouts tonight instead of chocolate chips, right? And the issue is, how am I going to do it? How am I going to tune in with God and handle dinner tonight however it shows up, right? I don't have the answer to that yet. I have to figure it out really soon, huh? Clearing these beliefs is really important, because we need to consciously choose into a lifestyle where we recognize that no, it's not okay to pressure other people into giving us what we want. Again, in wisdom. Okay. What about when what you really want is, I don't know, I'm thinking of like the Revolutionary War or something. Like, what about when you're a colonist and what you really want is freedom from Great Britain? Is it wrong to pressure the soldiers that moved into your house into moving out of your house? Like, no, obviously you have to do that, right? And like, hello, Bill of Rights and all of this stuff. It's wisdom and order, okay? Obviously, none of these principles apply in every single instance. We have to be tuned in with our creators so that we know when they apply and when they do not apply, and how, when they do apply, how to apply them. And when they do not apply, how to apply them. You know, how am I going to get my kid to eat her Brussels sprouts in a way that my creator approves of, right? That's something that I've got to figure out for myself. And we've all got to figure that out for ourselves. We all navigate these complex situations where we have to decide, how is this going to apply in my own life? Okay, we're going to go back to the book. We're replacing it with these, and I'm just going to have us tap these in. These are good. Okay, tap, tap, tap. I honor it when other people say no. I honor it when other people say no. I release my need to pressure other people into giving me what I want. I release my need to pressure other people into giving me what I want. I choose now to honor other people's verbal and nonverbal signals. I choose now to honor other people's verbal and nonverbal signals. I honor that all people are of equal, infinite worth and importance. It is good and righteous to have strong, appropriate boundaries. Go ahead and put your hands on your heart. Today's tapping and like the belief work deals with nonverbal and verbal signals, because I think a lot of times we ignore them, or sometimes we don't even notice them. Right now, let's go ahead and download God's divine perspective on social signals and nonverbal cues. I need to do a whole session on this. I think it would be incredibly powerful. It's on the list. But we're just going to do a mini one right now, downloading God's perspective on nonverbal cues and social signals. I know how to recognize social signals and nonverbal cues and honor the boundaries that are being communicated nonverbally. Okay, I know how to honor the boundaries that are being communicated nonverbally. Okay, let's tap it in for ourselves too. I know how to communicate my needs nonverbally in a way that is still understood when it is socially appropriate. I'm going to ask you to just rewind that and tap it again. I don't even remember what I said, but I feel like it was really good. Obviously, communicating verbally is really great and important, and a lot of times we need to communicate that way. Sometimes the best we can do is be like, oh, you know, if somebody's getting too close to us and it's like, we don't say, oh my gosh, get away from me. A lot of women do this. You've probably done it in your life. Where in our lives have our nonverbal cues been ignored? Where have we been ignoring other people's nonverbal cues? Today, I want to invite us to just go into our minds and ask God for help understanding social cues, honoring them in other people, and also transforming our own energy from the inside out so that other people take our nonverbal cues seriously. As I'm talking about this, I'm like, oh man, there's a lot of unhealed trauma around social cues and nonverbal cues. So I'm going to see when I can fit that in, because this would change everybody's life, right? Agree to have a serious session on social cues and social skills and stuff. Like, this is make it or break it stuff. Agree? Like, that's a big deal. It's a big deal. Okay, well, I'll move it up the list. There we go. Okay, keep breathing, guys. We're doing amazing. Have you seen some big shifts? We are almost halfway through the month. I just feel so proud of you. We're doing incredible things during the holiday season, which is a great time to be working through our boundaries, because this is the time of year when I think boundaries get trampled on the absolute most. So look at us harnessing the power of Mercury and Capricorn, listening to our creator, changing from the inside out and healing our lives so that we can heal everybody around us just by showing up and being ourselves, which gives them permission to heal their own selves too. 10 out of 10 points for all of us. We're amazing. Okay, I'm going to see you tomorrow, guys.